All right, it's 6:05, so we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Roll call, remind me, we have to do each person's name. Is that right, Carol?
That is correct.
Have to do their name and where they are calling from if they are a voting member.
Okay, so do I call on them or do they do?
You can call on them.
Okay, all right, I'll start. I'm Lindsay Warren. I'm calling in from, or I'm zooming in from Royal Oak. Ted?
Ted Page. I'm calling in from Sterling Heights, my office.
Thanks. Ellen?
Ellen Kehoe, calling from Royal Oak.
Faye? Oh, you're muted.
All right, Faye Ferrasi calling in from Royal Oak.
Shar?
Charlene Douglas in Royal Oak.
Lieutenant Annetta?
Chris Netta calling from Royal Oak.
Yes. Heather?
Heather Lewis from Royal Oak.
Kyle?
Kyle Epperman, Royal Oak as well.
And last but not least, Mark.
Mark Comptis coming from my home in Royal Oak.
Nice. Ellen, I meant to ask, is your kitchen brand new?
Yeah,
I thought so. Very pretty.
yeah. It's messy back behind me, though. I try to keep it nice.
Oh, I
So
can't
it looks
tell you.
good, but
Nice. I knew you had work done. I'm like, oh,
yeah, that was my
very pretty and
focus.
new, very white. Excellent. So you've got the meeting minutes from January 12th, which were set out like I think on January 12th. Well done. Does anybody have any changes? Any?
I have not received approval back from Megan. And normally I would, so I'm not sure.
Who do you normally need approval from?
Megan O'Pare Sink.
Okay.
So the chief
Well,
of
they've been
police
a
set
little
up.
busy.
Yeah, they've had a few other things that they're dealing with. But
Yeah.
Ted, what did you
can we?
need from Megan?
Well, normally Megan submits them to the chief of police for approval,
Okay.
Okay.
So are we allowed to approve them or no?
and then I get my draft copy back as an official copy. So,
Okay. All right. So the one I have is still the draft.
but I don't know if it wouldn't be appropriate. We could review the minutes and approve them pending approval,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
so that so that when they are approved by by the chief, then they just get posted.
Okay.
So.
Carol,
Sounds
does
good.
that work?
Yes, that will work.
So if
Okay.
anybody does have any changes, have you had a chance to review them?
Yep, I reviewed it. I don't see any. Does anybody
Oh,
else?
it's fine.
Same.
All right. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve pending Megan's review of them?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You need to take a roll call vote.
On this one too? Okay.
Oh,
Ted?
that's right.
Okay, got it.
Aye.
Ellen?
Yes.
Faye?
Yes.
Shar?
Yes.
Chris?
Absolutely.
Heather?
I thought your voice was
Yes.
going to keep going up each time.
Kyle? Right?
Yep.
Mark? No, just kidding. Mark?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, we have approved pending Megan's final approval.
By all present. All right.
Next, we need to review and approve of this agenda. So I'll go through everybody again. If everyone's had a moment to take a look at them. Yes, good.
Has everybody had a chance to look at that?
Everybody
Oh,
take
I
a
have a
peek.
question. Didn't we elect officers last month?
Yep,
So we don't need that on this agenda.
you're right. That's why I'm running the meeting. Thank you. That's off.
So I would move to approve the agenda minus 8A.
Okay, anybody want a second?
Second, support.
Thank you. Ted,
Accepted?
say that.
Approved, yes.
Perfect. Ellen,
Yes.
Faye,
Yes.
Shar,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes, ma'am.
Heather,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yep.
and Mark.
Yes.
All right. It's
Hey, Lindsay, I don't think
Yeah.
Chris is a voting member.
Oh, he's not?
That's true. I'm not.
Okay.
He's just being polite.
Yeah, you are being
Yeah.
Thank you for
ma'am.
that. All right, and I see what's
We just wanted to hear your voice.
great catch.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. That's right. Okay. I don't see anyone here for public comment, so we can skip right past that. Item 6 is announcements and communications, COVID-19 and public meetings. Do we need to say anything about it since we don't have any guests? Nope. Shar, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just say that the legislature has approved remote public meetings. Is it, Carol, is it through April 1st?
Yes, yes. So
So-
next month will definitely be remote, and after
Okay.
that, we're in a wait and see mode.
Right.
Cool. Through April 1st. Okay. Great. Anybody else have anything to add? More easy today. All right. Item 7 is unfinished business. We've got the senior safety day kind of on hold, and then sponsorships for when we're in a post-pandemic world, hopefully sooner than later. Anybody have anything to discuss at this point?
Have we received any money last year when we started this for fundraising?
Robin would be the person to ask
Oh.
about that, so.
I just wondered if we need to circle back with anyone, maybe tell them, we're looking at a different strategy or saving it to next year. I just wasn't sure if we need to follow up with anyone who may have gave us money expecting us to use it at an event already.
That's a really good point. I don't think we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had never set a date for that senior event, or well, we were hoping to, but then COVID happened. So I don't
Right.
think we collected any checks once the lockdown happened.
I think our biggest problem is that the people that were going to donate have been hurt the most.
Right.
So,
Yeah, restaurants and
you
stuff.
know, I don't think we really can hold them to the fire on that as far as, you know, like Fifth Avenue or, you know, some of
Yeah.
the other places.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if we actually had received any monies yet, but if we haven't received it, then there's,
I'm going to make a note to check with Rob. I don't think we did, but we can check them.
When I sent out the meeting minutes from last month, I did send out the flyer for the residential lockbox.
Yeah. I shared it on Facebook,
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
and I can share it more than once. That's something that should be shared on a regular basis, especially once things open back up and people start traveling more. That'll be a good thing to share.
Mhm.
Did
Anything
we,
else for
did we
unfinished?
hear any more, the lady that was on last month and
Oh, the one who wanted
offering to
donate?
pay for the lock boxes?
Yeah,
Did
so
we-
what we had said is we want her business to get approved first.
Okay,
Yeah,
And
she was
then we could-
basically lobbying for one of the marijuana dispensaries.
oh, that's right, okay, yeah.
Right, we said, once you
Got
get it, it would be
Yeah.
more on the up and up,
Yeah.
have an official business.
or denied, right? Just once that decision's been made.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we were trying to be nice
Yeah,
as soon as
that,
she
yeah.
get it. but
Yeah, we'll take their money even if they're denied. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Can we do that though?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
She's a resident. We'll take her money.
Okay, right, that's true. What else for unfinished? Anything?
I think so.
Yeah, this seems like it's gonna be a short and sweet meeting today. New business, we obviously can check off the election of officers because we took care of that. Post-COVID events and activities, we're kind of, that's lumped in with unfinished.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah,
Well, let's brainstorm a little bit about that. Are there elements of life in a COVID world that are crime prevention or public wellness or public safety oriented where we could play a role?
You know,
Maybe-
mental health is probably the bigger problem. You know.
And maybe Chris has, maybe they're seeing things in the police department. I mean, got any insight for us there, Lou?
Absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
we're still getting a lot of phone scams, especially as we draw near income tax season.
Mm-hmm.
Just like last week, there was a lot of DTE phone scams. I'm sorry, my phone was too close to my face. And people are falling for it. Even my dentist fell for a $1,500 DTE phone scam.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of, they're taking advantage of the elderly via all sort of phone scams.
Mhm.
do you have does the department have a news release or a protocol, a document on that we at least could pump out through our own social media channels?
Yeah, I could get one together.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
I think
Funnel it
I
from
think
our
those,
page and put it in the bigger groups.
I think what
Yeah.
our first Don Ferguson event, we had a lot about phone scams. We might be able to pull one of those flyers too, because I'm sure those tips are still valid, even though the presentation was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I'll see if I have anything left from that.
Yeah, I got scammed on a ad on Facebook last week,
No.
which I didn't think that would be, it looked pretty legitimate. Turned out I got taken for $83, and
Oh.
apparently Facebook doesn't really care. So you got to
What
watch
happened?
those too.
What kind of ad?
Oh, oh, there was a ad for a piece of electronics equipment that it looked pretty good. And so I sent my payment in and I got confirmation emails. And then I saw a similar ad for other things that looked like the same people, and people had commented underneath, "Scam alert, it's a scam, don't fall for it." I went back into my emails and clicked on those emails, and each one of the emails said, "Oops, sorry, shop is not available."
Oh,
And it turned out it was a scam. So,
well, thank goodness it was only $83.
yeah,
that-
that's what I figured. It could have been worse. So,
Yeah.
That's a tough one to avoid.
But it's funny because you can't get a hold of anybody
No.
that works for Facebook. It's set up so you can't communicate with them at all, the people in charge of Facebook. So
Because
they can do what they
not
want.
like, it's not like you reached out or they called you. You reached out to an ad and responded. That's tough.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Mark, was this like Facebook Marketplace?
no, it was just in my general timeline. The
Oh,
ad
okay.
came up, and
That's
you know,
horrible. Because how could you even tell? Yeah, marketplace, you got to be super careful because it's just individuals. But an ad, that's going to look legitimate.
Mhm.
yeah, it looked very legit. In fact, they even used PayPal. So you would think they would have been safe doing that, but it wasn't.
Yeah. It's not like they ask you for Bitcoins or something like that. Yeah.
Don't have any of those.
Or go out and buy some gift certificates and send them to me, or gift cards and send them to me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know people are kind of zoomed out, but would it be worth circling back with someone like Don Ferguson to see if he would do a Zoom presentation for our seniors?
Well, it'd be worth finding out if they're doing, if they are doing any,
Doing them
you know.
at all?
They might have something already online.
That's true too.
Yeah, maybe.
A YouTube type thing.
Especially
It's
now.
like the
maybe.
AG's office, right? Is that right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
You can reach out to him if you want, Lindsay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Is there anything happening? I thought I had read a little bit about any scams as far as the vaccine.
I've heard a lot about them. I haven't
Yeah,
witnessed it
I have
yet.
too.
And people
Yeah.
that were trying to buy their way to
Other
the
than
front of the
other than
line.
the Beaumont goof up.
Yeah.
As far as the police department goes with that, I have not heard of any. No.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to hear.
Where'd you get yours, Mark? Did you go to the corner store and get the
Facebook.
No, I applied at Beaumont. They said to get a My Beaumont chart, they
Yep.
call it. And
Yeah.
I got that, and I got a confirmation on that. So I applied for the vaccine, and I got an email 5 days later for me to make an appointment. I made the appointment, and 5 days later, I had the first shot on January 18th, and then Saturday, I had the second shot. Everything went very smooth.
Nice to
Very
hear
good.
that. Nice to hear that. Nice to hear when
It's
it works.
just when you make your appointment, it's kind of a challenge because you have to constantly go back into the email. You get one page done answering questions and it stops, and then you have to re-put in your password and all that and answer those questions again. You get to the second page and then it stops. You have to go back to the first again. And it took me a better part of an hour to make the appointment, but it was worth it.
That totally
Mark,
worked. What a pain.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Mark,
it was
Mark, did you do that on a home computer or your cell phone?
this iPad, Apple iPad,
Yeah, I think
which is an older one, so maybe that might have had something to do with it, because I can't upgrade this to 12.0. It's still at 10 point
I-
something, which is this.
I had difficulties logging in the same thing you did on my work computer. As soon as I got to the
Right.
cell phone, smoothed right through. Filled
Oh,
right
you
through.
got better luck on your phone? Is that what you said, Chris?
Yeah. It
Okay.
didn't work on a computer. It worked well better on a cell phone.
Huh.
Oh,
When the
that's good.
That's really good info. Huh. I'm glad you got yours too. It's awesome.
I get the second one on the 15th.
Cool. So less than a week. Yay. What about, so the other item here on new business is increasing online presence on Facebook. The only thing that I've shared recently was the lockbox info, but we're always looking for more ideas. Certainly, we can start looking up things like this phone scam information to share. Anybody else have any other things that they'd like me to share on there? Or for Ted, he's an admin as well.
Sure. Been seeing some very high-tech email scams.
Oh, okay.
When I say high-tech, I mean like somebody spent a lot of time putting artwork together. So you're absolutely certain it's an AT&T email, or the logos are perfect. There's one out there from DTE.
Oh, wow.
And it literally, I mean, if you look at the email, there's absolutely nothing to warn you that it's not legit.
Oh, wow.
Until you realize they want me to click on something.
Ah.
And so that's sort of like the first warning is that they want you to click on something.
That is a good.
And if you're on your phone, the hover over technique does not work. So I just tell people, if you're on your phone, don't do that regardless. But when you're on your laptop, if you hover over it, you suddenly see that it has absolutely nothing to do with the destination that it was telling you it was going to go to.
When you're pointing your mouse at it, you can see.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
But just, I'd have to say, quite impressive, the artwork that they managed to get. And it's a real
That's another one we could look into sharing.
Yeah, it always used to be
I've seen a lot
pretty
of
basic,
ads.
and you could tell.
Yeah.
But
I've seen a lot of ads lately for travel where they say pay now and you have up to a year or two to go to your destination wherever you want to go. And you have a great deal if you prepay, but it doesn't look very legitimate the way I wouldn't trust them,
No, not in this environment. Who
No.
knows if you'll be able to take that trip?
That's true.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll look into that too to see what we can share. Anybody have anything else? This is going to be a record meeting.
No, nothing for me.
Well, that's good news. We like to hear that.
yeah, that's good.
And you're in your new home too. Yay. Hopefully
That's nice. You can come by and check it.
Yeah, when can we?
I can give you a tour whenever you want.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yep.
All right. We need to plan that.
We can't have a meeting, but we can have a tour. I'll take that.
We can't have that'd be a problem.
Yeah.
Citizens Police Academy is going to get tours too.
I
Alumni.
want to do that someday. That would be amazing.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for that too.
Let's set a date. Chris,
I would
what
like
do we
to.
do that?
Do we want to do it
Do
before
what?
next month's meeting? Like meet there at 5?
Yeah. that's
Where?
good.
Yeah.
At the news station, Mark?
We'll do a
Oh.
6 feet,
What?
Yeah.
6 foot tour. Everyone's 6 feet apart. The tour.
Yeah, for sure. Yes,
Sure.
son.
Yeah.
So tour, let's say March 9th, 5 p.m. And then we'll just go, we'll get our tour and then we'll go to our respective homes and see each other in boxes again.
There you go. There you go. That'd be sweet.
What time did you say?
You want to shoot for 5? Because how long will it take?
That's not enough
Oh, the
time.
walk.
Oh, it's not enough time? Okay.
Or
Can we cancel our meeting? I mean,
postpone the meeting till 7.
Either one.
Can't do that.
can't cancel?
Can't cancel or postpone,
No.
Char?
We can, huh? Oh, I have planning commission at 7.
Oh, I see.
But we can cancel a meeting.
Oh.
Carol,
Let's cancel and just do the tour.
You can cancel a meeting.
yeah.
Do it.
Jack. But why don't we make
Can we,
it?
can we do a walk?
Actually, we might be able to meet in person in April since the latest legislative stuff says April 1st. So
Might be
fingers
okay.
crossed. Yeah, maybe we postpone, but cancel 1 month and then hope that we can be in person.
Can we make it 5:30 and not 6? Can people
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, that's great.
On March 9th?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh,
It's a great idea.
plan.
Do we have to take a
allowed
vote?
to take little
Yeah,
photos
you
and
should
videos,
probably-
like, and share on social media, or is it like? I mean, it's open now, right? There's no reason why we couldn't. Correct?
You mean
Yeah, it's open.
afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, good. That's some good social media content. We don't need a group photo because we won't be standing next to each other, but we can take photos while we're in there. Cool. All right. Anything else before we make a motion to end this super short, awesome meeting?
All right, so are we officially canceling the meeting for next month then?
I don't have a problem with that.
I move we cancel next month's meeting.
That's
Second.
Second. Thank you.
How many seconds?
Everybody
was-
joined in on that
That
quickly.
was 7 seconds. Do we have to vote on that?
So funny. All right. Are you wait, who in fact seconded it so I don't ask you?
I think it was
I
Faye.
did.
Who? Char
I
made the
think-
motion.
I said it really fast.
Heather.
So I think
All
I
right.
said,
Ted, are you in favor?
I am in
Yes.
favor, yes.
Ellen?
Yes.
Faye?
Yes.
I do not have to do Lieutenant Annetta, sorry. Kyle?
Yep.
And Mark?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, we're all in favor on that.
I
We
thought
need-
Carol thought it was a good idea too.
Well, if you must know, the Tampa Bay Lightning are in town that night, so.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Good job, Shar.
Yeah.
Would someone like to make a motion to close our meeting? To adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
I second.
All right, Ted?
I'm
See you
all
guys
for
next
it.
month.
Thanks, Chris.
Good. Thanks, Chris.
Oh,
Ellen, are
good
you in
job.
favor?
Thanks.
Take care, Lieutenant.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Got a vote.
Hey, we're voting.
Got to vote.
Wait, we have to vote. He
Yeah,
can leave, but
Barassi, yes.
Yeah. Chris. All right, Faye's yes. Char, you made the motion.
Yes.
Heather seconded. Kyle, you in favor?
Yep.
And Mark.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm in favor.
Ellen, yes.
Okay, we're all yes.